Ever been in an English conversation and felt like your brain's just running interference, constantly translating back and forth?
Oh, absolutely. That mental juggling act.
It's more than just frustrating, isn't it? It's that feeling of being slow, like you can't quite keep up, your thoughts get stuck.
Yeah, like a bottleneck.
Our sources today really dig into this. One person shared this really vivid story about learning Bengali.
Right.
They said their brain would just automatically switch to English, then try to answer in Bengali.
Mm-hmm.
And they called it exhausting. Made them feel slow and frustrated. I think a lot of us can relate to that mental drain.
Definitely. And that exhaustion, that constant translation, it's a major block, isn't it? It stops you from sounding, well, natural.
Exactly.
Your brain's doing double duty understanding in one language, then converting, then speaking. That's a lot of cognitive load.
So the key isn't instant fluency then?
Not at all. The real shift, according to our sources, starts small. It's about slowly getting your brain to form even simple thoughts directly in English.
Okay.
It's about consistent practice, really, building those new pathways, not achieving perfection overnight.
Right. That makes a lot of sense. And it kind of pushes back against that idea that some people are just, born fluent.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Our sources really hammer this home. Thinking in English isn't some kind of magic trick or special talent.
It's a habit.
It's a habit, a small daily habit, like anything else you practice.
So it's trainable. Anyone can learn to do this.
Precisely. Think of it less like cramming vocabulary and more like training a muscle, or even better, like building neuroplasticity. You strengthen it with daily mental workouts.
Mental workouts, I like that.
Yeah, the sources call it speaking in silence, that active inner voice, consciously using English inside your head.
Okay, so if it's like training a muscle, where do we start? What's the first exercise?
Well, the first strategy our sources highlight is really foundational. It's all about building that inner voice by just describing your immediate world, your actions.
Starting small then, just naming things.
Exactly. Start incredibly small. Look around you. Think, this is a chair, the fan is spinning, my phone is on the table.
Why is that simple step so effective? What's happening in the brain?
It's powerful because it bypasses the translation step entirely. You see the chair, you think chair directly in English.
Ah, okay. No detour through your native language.
Right. It creates a direct link, reduces that cognitive load we talked about. Take Daniel, this guy in Dhaka from the sources. He consciously decided, instead of thinking his usual way, to start his day thinking, I am brushing my teeth. Then I am putting on my shoes. I'm walking to the bus stop.
Simple things.
Very simple. But he found that repeating these daily, they slowly started becoming natural. He was building direct English connections to his routine.
I can see how that works. It avoids the mental gymnastics. And it feels achievable, It's not about complicated sentences.
Absolutely. It's about consistent, simple engagement. And it works no matter what you do during the day.
Right.
We saw examples like Armin, a delivery driver, thinking, that is a red car, the road is busy, it is raining today, I need to call the customer.
Just narrating his work.
Exactly. Or Thomas in construction. I need to carry these tools, the wall needs more cement, we will finish this today.
Okay.
Even Michael, a receptionist, thinking, the office is empty now, I will clean the desk, the phone might ring soon. Or Anna and Mary, housekeepers, thinking while cleaning, I am making the bed, this pillow is soft, I need to change the towel.
It applies everywhere.
Everywhere. Claire, a busy mom, cooking. We had to chop onions, the rice is boiling. Anthony in a warehouse. This box is heavy, I must bend my knees. Drivers like James or Mark thinking about traffic. The road is busy. There is a red light.
So it's about making that internal voice an English voice, even for the mundane stuff.
Precisely. That's the foundation.
Okay, so once you're kind of comfortable describing your world, what's next? How do you build on that? The sources mention strategy too. Mental rehearsal. Yeah. Imaginary conversations.
Yes, this one's really powerful for building confidence. It uses your brain's amazing ability to simulate situations.
Like practicing in your head.
Exactly. You practice the language without the pressure of a real conversation. It primes you.
So like before a meeting.
Perfect example. You could mentally rehearse. Good morning, Mr. Raleigh. I finished the report. Do you need anything else from me today? Just run through it.
Or even casual chats.
Sure. Imagine talking to your friend David about the weekend. Hi, David, how's your weekend? Or think about a coffee break with Jack. Hey, Jack, how's your day going?
Little mini conversations.
Yeah, even tiny ones with a coworker, John or Steve. Good morning, John. Or thinking, I'm feeling good. I slept well last night.
And the benefit is feeling more prepared, less pressure.
Exactly. The sources say it helps you become more fluent without pressure. When the real conversation happens, it feels easier because you've already activated those pathways. You've sort of preloaded the phrases.
Like a mental warm-up. Okay, that leads nicely into strategy 3, which seems to go even deeper, using English for planning, deciding, reflecting.
Right. This moves beyond just describing or rehearsing. It's about shifting your core internal processing into English.
So actually thinking through things in English.
Yes. Your default inner monologue starts to change. Instead of planning your shopping list in your native language, you think, after lunch, I will go to the shop. I will buy vegetables. I must not forget the eggs.
Oh, okay.
Or prepping for that meeting again. I will take my notebook. I should speak clearly. I will listen to others.
Even simple decisions.
Definitely. Ask yourself, what should I eat? And answer in English. Maybe it'll make eggs. I think I want some bread. I need to cook.
Self-talk, basically.
Powerful self-talk. Asking yourself questions. What time is it? What do I need to do today? Is this the right way? And answering mentally in English.
And feelings, too.
Yes. Describing feelings is crucial. Thinking, I feel good today. I finished my work. My team is proud of me. Or I need to rest. It was a long day. This directly connects emotions with language. It forges a deeper link.
That makes sense.
Like Rachel, the textile factory example. After work, she thinks, I stitched many shirts today. My hands are tired. The manager was kind today. Tomorrow I will start early.
Reviewing her day in English.
Or just wrapping up the day.
Yeah. Today I worked. I talked with my friends. I learned new words. I am ready to sleep. It solidifies things in English.
It's amazing how much thinking we actually do. Redirecting even a bit of that seems like it would have a huge impact.
It really does.
Now, strategy 4 builds on this, right? Using outside stuff, reading, listening, writing to boost the internal process.
Exactly. External input is like fuel for that internal English engine you're building.
So how does reading help? The sources suggest reading simple things aloud first. That engages different parts of the brain. Then try summarizing what you read in your own words, mentally or out loud. Like you read a short passage about a farmer, then you think, okay, the farmer worked hard, he grew many vegetables, he sold them in the market. It's active recall in English.
Got it. I'm listening.
Don't just let English wash over you. Actively engage. When you hear something, try to repeat it in your mind. Think about what you heard. This apparently makes your brain faster at processing English.
Okay, active listening and writing.
Writing helps organize thoughts. Sarah, the teacher in Nairobi, kept a simple diary. Just 3 sentences about her day in English each night.
That sounds manageable.
It is. It trains your brain to build English thoughts without needing to translate. Even just jotting simple sentences in a notebook helps structure ideas in English. It's a low-pressure way to practice.
Okay, these strategies sound really practical, but learning isn't always smooth sailing. What about when your mind just goes blank, that silence?
Yes, the blank mind. The sources say that's completely normal. Just means your brain is still figuring out how to switch modes efficiently.
So what do? Just wait.
Well, one tactic is to have some go-to phrases ready, like mental shortcuts for common situations.
Examples.
For that meeting again, maybe you have phrases like, I hope this meeting is productive, or I need to take notes. Let me share my ideas clearly. Just having those handy reduces the panic.
Like safety nets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Emily, the nurse mentioned, she used simple phrases to get past her shyness. I need to check the patient's chart. I must prepare the medicine. Let me speak kindly. Pre-made chunks lower the real-time effort.
Okay. What about forgetting words? That happens all the time.
Huge hurdle. The key advice here is don't stop your thinking just because one word is missing. Seriously, don't freeze up.
So just skip it.
Or use a simpler word you do know. If you can't think of car, think vehicle. If kitchen escapes you, maybe think room where I cook. Circumlocute. Your brain's retrieval system is still learning. It will slowly fill in the gaps over time as those connections get stronger.
That takes the pressure off, knowing you don't need the perfect word instantly.
Absolutely. It's about keeping the thought process going in English.
So, beyond these specific tricks, what's the overall mindset learners need for this?
Patience and persistence are key. It's like building that strong building, brick by brick. The sources emphasize progress is slow but steady. You have to practice every day and be patient.
And not worry about errors.
Definitely embrace the errors. You will make mistakes. Everyone does. Do not be afraid. Mistakes help you learn. Think of them as data, not failures. They show you where the gaps are.
Right.
And crucially, realize that your daily life is full of English practice opportunities if you use your thoughts the right way. You don't need a special class.
Your life is the classroom.
Exactly. You can teach yourself every day, every hour, every moment, just by tuning into that inner voice and guiding it towards English.
Wow. This really reframes the whole approach. It's not just about speaking practice, it's about internal practice.
Collate.
And the payoff seems huge. Like the sources say, you won't sound natural if you always translate, but with this kind of mental work, you will stop translating slowly and you'll start thinking naturally in English. Then your sentences will come faster, your speaking will feel smoother. You can finally express yourself clearly without pausing to translate.
And the confidence boost that comes with that.
Huge.
Yeah.
Increased confidence, yeah. And just a deeper connection, right? English becomes your second thinking language.
And what's really profound, I think, is that it goes beyond just language skills. It changes the way your mind understands the world around you. It becomes a cognitive tool, a way to live confidently in a global world. It makes your whole path smoother because you're removing that constant mental friction of translation. It integrates language into how you perceive everything.
So wrapping up then, the big takeaway is thinking in English. It's a practice. You build it. It's not just something you have or don't have.
Absolutely. It's a journey of small, consistent steps, thought by thought.
Day by day.
So here's something to ponder. What if every thought, every fleeting idea you have all day long became a tiny, silent moment of English practice? How fundamentally might that change not just your fluency, but how you actually experience reality and your place in it?